I'd like to call to order the regular governing board meeting at the Jefferson Elementary School District, July 10th, 2013 at 7:02 p.m. Can we please have members present?
Hans Hansen.
Here.
Rebecca Douglas. Marie Brizuela.
Here.
Joseph Ataidi. Shaquille Ali.
Here. And we'll ask Mr. Vidales to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Gladly. Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For a little while.
So far, right?
So far, a little while. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
Approve the agenda.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any comments from administrator?
No, I have none tonight.
All right. Comments from any board member?
No.
No. Persons wishing to address the board? See no speaker cards? All right. Later? Or now? Maybe? All right.
So there's another opportunity at the end.
Yep. All right. Correspondence?
No correspondence. I do have some comments. As the board might have read in recent headlines, budget bill was passed. I think we reported that at the last board meeting. The budget trailer bill, which contains a lot of the detail of the budget and how things should be spent, those bills were also passed and signed by the governor. So at the present time, we are attending different conferences. In fact, Ms. Kessler, the reason she's not here is that she attended one down in San Jose this afternoon, and I didn't want to trek back up here for the meeting since she lives half an hour away from where the meeting was held. So she was at one this afternoon. I will be at one next week, and we should be ready to start doing some budget study sessions when we return in August to understand the details of the budget, where the limits and the restrictions are, and where there is true flexibility, as the bill was called, local control funding formula. So we'll see.
All right.
Could you just let me know what you said about in August? Are you talking about a board meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll do some in August. In the board meetings, we'll have some time set aside at each of the meetings to do some understanding and studying of the budget.
Okay,
Great.
thank you.
Any additional comments from the
None.
superintendent?
Thank you.
No? Do you have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion we approve the consent agenda as presented.
All right. All those in favor?
Aye. We're done.
No.
No, I know.
Almost. 2013 to 2006 CSEA contract proposal.
So
And- Yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry. There will be a public hearing at the next regular board meeting on August 14th for CSEA Chapter 233's contract proposal. It's their new contract, so it would be for July 2013 through June 30th, 2016. They're proposing to open negotiations on wages, health and welfare, hours and conditions of employment, leaves of absence, and miscellaneous provisions and discussion items. So the administration does recommend acknowledging the receipt of and direct sunshining and distribution for public review as is required by the RADA Act, their proposal for 2013-16.
Glad to finally get this. Want to make
Yeah. So, do you want no discussion then? Nobody? Okay.
no.
Okay, then I'll make a motion that we acknowledge receipt of the 2013 to 2016 CSEA contract proposal, and that we sunshine it and distribute it for public review, and that it will be presented to us at a public hearing at the next meeting. Is that it?
Second.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have the CSEA contract proposal 2013-2016, and this is our school district sunshine and proposal to them.
Yes, it is, and there'll also be a public hearing on August 14th for public input into what we propose to negotiate, which is wages, health and welfare, leaves of absences, transfers and promotions, and miscellaneous provisions. So we do recommend direct sunshining and time to receive public input.
Make a motion that we acknowledge receipt of, or rather that we are going to put the proposal, JSD Sunshine, CSEA, number 233.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Acceptance of donations. I'll read this. The administration recommends approval of the following donation. Jefferson Elementary School District Curriculum Department, $25,000 from the David and Lucille Packard Foundation for district curriculum staff participation in the preschool to third grade professional learning community. So thanks to the Packard Foundation for this generous gift.
I have a question.
I do too.
What are we going to do?
So this,
Yeah.
this,
We have a committee now that's going to do stuff, so what are they going to
so
do?
no, this grant is
weird?
for a team from our school district to participate in conversations with, I think it's at least two other teams from two other school districts. One is Long Beach Unified, and I forget where the third one is from. And so it might be something in the valley, San Joaquin Valley. And so they'll meet a couple times over the course of the year, and it's primarily for travel and lodging when they need to get there and back, and then for some planning funds.
Who's
Mine? Okay.
yours?
I guess mine.
Hands.
Thank you.
So the funds will be used for planning as well as for attending the different meetings. Right now, it's a big area of interest for funders, the pre-K through third grade grade span, primarily because by the time third grade comes around, a lot of patterns are set. And so there's a lot of interest in getting and making sure that those things, that right habits are set.
What is the committee going to do?
So the committee,
Is
it's
what you
a,
said?
no,
No,
there's no,
it's-
this is just for,
Okay.
I believe it's Miss Mikulik, Miss Jessica Pace from the Language Arts Department, and Miss Lisa Zamiga. Those are the three
leaders.
staff members that will participate in this, and at various points, different preschool through third grade teachers will participate in different
Okay.
conversations.
So this is to determine best practices and methods of delivering the curriculum to the students.
Yes, and the alignment between preschool through third grade, not just with our preschool program, but many of the private preschools and otherwise funded preschools in the area.
All right. And did we wrote a grant for this? Or
Yes.
Sandy, Ms.
Yeah,
McCoolick?
Ms. McCoolick wrote the grant so that we could participate in this professional learning community.
All right, very good. Is there any other deliberation? I doubt it. All right, so I'll move to accept the donation from the David and Lucille Packard Foundation of $25,000 for our district curriculum staff participation in the preschool to third grade professional learning community.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I realize I acted too quickly on this, but,
Do you want to
Good.
take it off?
under business and financial procedure, it's a start item, and we already approved it, but I did have a question, so could I just ask a question so I can, I wanted to know, do we have any fixed figure on that? The amount of money that's going to be made on that? Are we getting any money
For
for
the
that?
Data City Party Playhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, usually when we approve something, it always has a dollar amount, and I didn't realize it till afterwards. Whoops, I forgot to tell you.
Yes, I believe it is in the backup documentation. I don't have that.
But for the public, I mean,
I don't have that right in front of me, but why don't I look for that during this next moment, and then I can report at the end.
Well, it should be in your backup too, right?
yeah, no, but I'm just
there
saying it's
somewhere.
not for the public.
he'll find
So
it.
when you take action, they see the action part of it. So could we just include, when we type this up, that the action be there? I mean, that the amount of money be there? Because
Yes.
it's going to be a permanent record,
We can do that.
our minutes, so, okay?
All right.
I missed saying that, and I'm sorry. I meant to.
No worries. This brings us to board policies, administrative regulations, first reading, July
I'd like to suggest
2012.
that we table this till we have a full board.
All right,
Yeah, there's a lot of questions I had on this one.
I agree. So,
And so I move that we table that.
I'll second it.
all right, all those in favor? Aye.
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 Do we have comments from any board member?
No?
No, just
All
anxious to
right,
go
I'll
on.
make a comment. It's somewhat related to our district, although not directly, but we need to support all of our public schools, which includes community colleges, and the unfortunate news that City College is in jeopardy of losing accreditation could affect our students at some point. And so I just want to put that on people's radar and encourage people to find out more about the issues that are facing City College of San Francisco. And persons wishing to address the board?
And so before Ms. Dart comes up here, I can report now on the parking lease that we have with the Party Playhouse. That is a $500 a month fee. And for the leasing for the play yard, that's $300 a month.
Yeah, so if that could just be included in the minutes, I'd really appreciate it. Anyone that wants to read it.
So for the parking is 500,
500.
and for the
300.
play yard, 300.
Yes, and they will be included.
Which part is the play area?
The play area is right behind that metal warehouse structure that we have right as you enter the parking lot. So just immediately behind that, sort of under the shade of that big tree. And then they have some other partial shade.
Great. Okay.
So, yeah, and this will also be available on YouTube for the public to watch and learn about our board meeting.
All right. That was great.
Okay. Thank you. Linda Dart, AFT 3267. And I was glad to hear those comments about City College because it does affect all of us because there are 90,000 students affected by that, right? And it is public education, and should those students need to go elsewhere, and in fact already some of them are beginning to leave city and look elsewhere, they're going to impact our county. And our students go to, you know, Skyline and also City and also San Mateo Community College. And it's already hard to get your classes in those colleges. It's going to become worse. So I do recommend everyone look into that issue. I have lots of information if anyone wants to ask me. It is not a question of academic excellence. The classes there are great, and we really need that institution to keep going. I'm really happy about the Packard grant. I'm glad that pre-K through third is being given extra funding and extra consideration because those grades are important, and I'm glad we're going to communicate with other districts on that, on those grades, and I hope we can, in the future, get even more grants like this to help those grades. As you know, one thing that will improve instruction for all our students is to make sure that we can attract and retain high-quality teachers in our district. And we, as you also know, we have lost some, and some of them directly because of salary, right? Because they are math and science teachers and can get a lot more money in other districts. I know that we're a poor district. I know we're the poorest town in this part of the county. I'm well aware of all that, but things are looking up, and we have to look to the future, right? We want to have the best teachers we can have here, and we want to keep those teachers here after we train them. We want them to stay. So I'm glad that everyone's thinking about the future and making things the best that we can. And I'm looking forward to finding out about our funding. I'm also going to one of those workshops, July 18th, I think it is. And I'm really hoping that we can direct some funding, not just to pat employees on the head, right, but to lay the groundwork for excellence in education and keeping and attracting really good teachers in our district far into the future, So let's get going on that because, as you know, we're a little bit behind there. Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks. So if there's no more speaker cards, we will convene to close session at 7:17.